Okay, first question. Name the three elements of the cardiovascular system.
Three elements are the heart, the blood vessels, and the blood.
What is the purpose of the cardiovascular system?
Purpose is to supply oxygenated nutrients and blood to the working muscles, and also to get rid of waste products such as carbon dioxide and lactic acid.
Okay, so on that, I've got a diagram of the heart just there. I'm going to ask you to point to 5 different parts of the heart. So the first one, right atrium.
Just there.
Yep. Right ventricle.
There, just below the right atrium.
Aorta.
Just right at the top of the heart.
Cardiac muscle.
Just here.
And finally the pulmonary valve.
Is just here.
Yep. Okay, now I'm going to ask you to describe what each section of the heart does. So the first one, tricuspid valve.
This valve prevents backflow of blood into the right atrium.
Atria.
The atria facilitates circulation by allowing uninterrupted venous flow to the heart during ventricular systole.
Septum.
The wall of tissue that is a sectional part of the left and right atria of the heart.
Pericardial fluid.
The pericardial fluid reduces friction within the pericardium by lubricating the epicardial surface, allowing the membranes to glide over each other with each heartbeat.
Chordate tendineae.
Connect the papillary muscles to the tricuspid valve and the mitral valve in the heart.
Pulmonary vein.
Pulmonary vein carries oxygenated blood from the lungs to the left atrium of the heart.
And the aorta.
Distributes oxygenated blood to all parts of the body through the systemic circulation.
Can you explain the terms resting heart rate and stroke volume?
Resting heart rate is the term to describe the number of heartbeats per minute per unit of time.
And stroke volume?
The volume of blood pumped from one ventricle of the heart with each beat.
Can you describe the structure of arteries?
They are thick muscular walls, and they allow blood to be carried at greater pressure and carries oxygenated blood. They have large lumen diameter, which enables more blood to be carried.
Can you tell me what the main purpose of the capillaries is?
The capillaries are for the gaseous exchange, which allows the oxygenated blood to diffuse through the walls in the capillaries into the alveoli, due to the differences in concentration between the capillaries and the alveoli.
Why is the pulmonary vein special?
Because it is the only vein to carry oxygenated blood from the lungs to the left atrium of the heart.
Can you name the 4 components of the blood?
The plasma, the red blood cells, the platelets, and the white blood cells.
Can you describe what the white blood cells are made up of and their main purpose?
They take up oxygen in the lungs and release it while squeezing through the body's capillaries, ultimately enable oxygen delivery to the body's tissues, and they're made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen, and nitrogen.
Can you describe the function of platelets?
Platelets are responsible for blood clotting. They change fibrinogen into fibrin. This fibrin creates a mesh onto which red blood cells collect and clot, which then stops more blood from leaving the body and also helps to prevent bacteria from entering the body.